Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MCFC Connect. Some breaking news has not long come out that Kevin De Bruyne will be leaving Man City this summer. He's not signing a contract extension. His 10-year stay at the club will come to an end this summer. And, the thing is, I don't think this is a video I don't think any City fan would want to make, and I don't think any City fan would ever want to hear this news. But I think it was always one for this season specifically that we were ready for. Um, you know, it's such a shame, especially. Well, I say especially for me. Some people are obviously heartbroken, and just like I am. He's my favorite City player of all time. You know, um, Football, I always wanted to play in midfield because of him. And he's leaving Man City, a day I never really thought would come, but always knew it would. In some weird way, if you get what I mean. But look, I don't want to spend too long crying over it, basically. But we'll have a look at De Bruyne's goodbye message. The moment you see this, you know where it's going. Dear Manchester. Seeing this, you probably realise where this is heading, so I'll get straight to it and let you all know that these are my final months as a Manchester City player. Nothing about this is easy to write, but as a footballer, we all know this day eventually comes. That day is here. You deserve to hear it from me first, and I'm glad it's come from De Bruyne first. The club hasn't posted this out. Pep hasn't said it in his press conference. To be fair, it's not started yet. It has come from KDB first. Football led me to all of you, this city, chasing my dream, not knowing this period would change my life. This city, this club, these people gave me everything. I had no choice but to give everything back, and he absolutely has. Playing through injuries, winning. Well, as he says, and guess what? We won everything. We've won everything with KDB, and I don't think any of it is possible to the volume we've done it to, at the very least, without him. Whether we like it or not, it's time to say goodbye. Suri, Rome, Mason, Michelle, and I are beyond grateful for this place and for what this place has meant to our family. Manchester will forever be on our kids' passports, and more importantly, in each of our hearts. This will always be our home. We cannot thank the city, the club, staff, teammates, friends, and family enough for this 10-year ride. Every story comes to an end, but this definitely has been the best chapter. Let's enjoy these last moments together. Much love, KDB17. An absolute legend for Man City, of course, completing 10 years this season. Kind of felt like the right time to end it from a certain point, Of course, probably wanted to end on a better season, but in terms of, he's done 10 years now. Feel a bit odd if he did 11. But let's go back through all the seasons of Kevin De Bruyne and everything that he's given to us. This season, he's been injured for a good portion of it, to be fair. But this season, he's on 11 goal contributions in 1,600 minutes, which is just under 20 games. So not even too bad, to be fair. Last season, I think he played less games last season. 26 games, he got 24 goal contributions. Now then, we're entering some of his better years where he wasn't injured as much. I think this is his best year in terms of statistics. 10 goals, 29 assists, 7 goals in the Prem, 16 assists. And this was the season that he was playing through an injury as well, by the way. Because in this season, obviously it's the season that we won the Champions League, the treble. He picked up an injury in this game, buying away. And despite that, I believe the club and him and all that sat down and basically said that we need KDB to get over the line here. They were well aware that the Champions League was on, and they were well aware that the treble could very well be on as well. And guess what he goes and does? He plays it, and he gets 3 goal contributions across the semi-final. Sadly, did have to come off injured in the final, but I don't think I don't think we'd even make it there without him. That legendary goal at the Bernabeu, such a good goal. Not his first either. What a strike it was. Good season in the Premier League, just getting tons of assists. Didn't get as much near the back end of the season because he wasn't played as much due to that injury. If you look here, 12 minutes, 57 minutes, they're saving him a bit more because I think this was roughly where he picked up his injury. So I think they were trying to save him as much as they could, but trying to use him a lot as well because, I think we won the league this game. I think we lifted the title here. So yeah, probably his best season. His first season playing with Haaland as well. Now then, 21-22, 19 goals, 15 assists. There it is. All there again, another great season. Getting a huge assist at the end in the Villa game. 4 goals against Wolves. Did that and did the Haaland celebration. 3 goal contributions against United. Again, just absolutely cooking. Scored that header against Real Madrid in the Champions League and got an assist. Sadly, we went out here, but oh well. Wasn't the first time. Now then, we'll go back to 20-21 with 10 goals and 18 assists. One of his lower, but 28 goal contributions still can't be sneered at. And again, a couple injuries here and there too. Hamstring there. But again, just look at that. Covered with goal contributions and injuries near the end as well. But yeah, 10 goals, 18 assists, wasn't it? And again, we got to the Champions League final this season where he sadly got injured again, which was rough, but a huge goal against PSG. I think it was a free kick / cross, which just didn't quite go right, but still a huge goal. Goal against Dortmund as well. Now then, one of his best seasons, the 19-20 season, just due to how he was so carrying this team. Honestly, unreal this season. Should have broken the Premier League assist record, but that got taken off him. Assist got wrongly turned over. He should have had 21 assists in the Premier League, and that would have been it. He would have broken the record. But he didn't, but he still had a brilliant season. 33 goal contributions in 35 games is a crazy tally. I mean, just look at this. Just almost every game he was pulling something out. Scored an absolute belter against Newcastle as well. I think in this game, absolute rocket. We all know the strike I'm talking about. What a goal it was. Trying to remember others. But again, though, just being phenomenal here. Even scored. I know our Champions League journey wasn't our longest, but even scored in this game, and he should have had an assist. Don't know how. I think it was him who played it to Sterling who missed that sitter. Now then, moving on into one of the most iconic seasons in terms of a title race, but he was sadly out for the majority of it. Riddled with injuries this season. Still pulled 17 goal contributions in 32 games, which isn't too bad for a guy that was recovering from injuries for most of it. But again, just a decent season, and again, a really good title race, to be fair. I think he absolutely cooked in this game too. Yeah, 3 assists against Tottenham in a Champions League quarter-final. Big game player there. It's a shame it didn't pay off. Now in the 17-18 Centurion season, 33 goal contributions. Again, really good numbers. Cooked in the group stage. We did get cooked here, sadly, by Liverpool. Again, the Premier League just riddled with goal contributions there. Scored against Cardiff. Again, a good season. Now then, going into Pep's first season and his second. KDB, we're almost at the beginning of his journey as we head backwards here. 27 goal contributions, 18 Premier League assists. Again, just getting a bunch of assists there. He's such a good footballer. It's so painful to watch him leave. To watch him have to leave. Such a shame. But again, Centurion season, played that brilliant ball to Jesus at the end against Southampton, which sealed the deal. And now for his first season at City, where he got 32 goal contributions and absolutely cooked against PSG here. This was a huge win, sending us to the Champions League semi-final, sorry. And we did get knocked out by Real Madrid, but I guess there are worse sides he could lose to. But yeah, absolutely cooked here. Brilliant stuff. KDB was so crucial. It was his first season with us, and he absolutely cooked. Got a bad injury, sadly, here, which obviously threw him off form around this time. Maybe if he doesn't pick up that injury, maybe he could absolutely cook. But still, in other games, he still was just absolutely huge. Got a goal there. Was injured for these two. Riddled with goal contributions in the EFL Cup. But again, wasn't available for the final, which thankfully we still won. Doing it for Belgium as he usually does. Multiple goal contributions. A little bit of time there playing with Wolfsburg. I played a lot of different positions for City over the years. Look at that. Just kind of put it here, there, and everywhere, and he still cooked, no matter where he played. Oh man, it's just heartbreaking, man. I don't even have a home shirt for him, but I'm changing that soon. I'm absolutely getting a home shirt for him. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne leaving at the end of the season. It's such a shame. It's difficult for me to say that he's the best midfielder to ever grace the Premier League when I wasn't there to watch Lampard's goals and Gerrard, but he is definitely the best midfielder I've ever had the pleasure of watching. I've ever been able to lay my eyes on. It's so good. He's an absolute icon, and he will more than likely get a statue with Sergio Aguero, Silva, and Vincent Kompany, and Colin Bell, Mike Summerby. I'm trying to remember the other name, but yeah, he'll absolutely get a statue there. Overall numbers for City: 106 goals, 174 assists, and he might get a couple more from now to the end of the season. But that is 280 goal contributions in 413 games. Crazy numbers. Not easy to just replicate that. And gonna have to have this on mute. But I mean, just some of his moments here, just truly amazing. Premier League title. Seven years to win the Champions League. Oh, blinking it. Don't want that. Again, though, his return onto the field against Newcastle, where he got an assist and he got a great goal, teeing up Oscar Bob. So many great moments for the club, and so many that we are not likely to forget. An unreal footballer for Man City, and one that I don't think City fans will ever forget for as long as we live. He's contributed massively. Who knows where we'd be without making that deal back in 2015 for Wolfsburg, the Chelsea reject, signing him for 60 million. We were laughed at, but look who's laughing now. Arguably, he's easily top 5 Premier League midfielders of all time. I'm not gonna say that he's the best, but look, in my opinion, he is. But it's difficult for me to say that. But look, I'm not gonna spend the end of this video talking about other footballers. I'm talking about the one that has graced our eyes for the last 10 years, almost getting 400 goal contributions in that time. Unreal footballer. Remember this guy. There was a point in time where he could have really gone anywhere he wanted. He was a few years ago. He was more than recognised as one of the best midfielders in the world. Probably the best. A few years ago. A few years ago, he was the best midfielder in the world. And look, I think if he put the message out that he wanted to leave, how many clubs are turning that down? You know, how many clubs are not going to try and go in for him? No one went in for him because he wanted to stay and because we didn't want him to leave as well, obviously. But we know how City are. If a player wants to leave, we won't stop them. This guy didn't want to leave us. Now then, according to a post, this is his decision to leave now. You know, it's probably the right time. Like I've said, 10 years, it's a while, and bringing it to 11 just feels a bit odd. So, you know, it's a very sad day to know that De Bruyne's games are now numbered. Every City fan in the world will be thankful for everything he's given us because he gave everything, playing through injuries, scoring huge goals, helping us win a treble, helping us win 4 in a row, you know, helping us get 100 points, helping us win all the domestic trophies in a season, helping us do all of that. We won it all with Kevin, and he won it all with us. You know, not with anyone else. He won it with us, Sky Blues. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully, next video will be one of happier news, but we will see. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate the support, as per usual. Let's make sure Kevin gets the send-off he deserves this season. Big ups to you all.